Every well-meaning African citizen or an African that means well for Africa, that wants Africa to be fully emancipated, that wants the last chains of the imperialists and the globalists to be cut off out of Africa. Every well-meaning Africa that wants Africa to possess that world power Africa once had must do whatsoever it takes in the little way they can to protect Ibrahim Traore at all costs. You see, we live in a dispensation that this is no longer 14 years ago they took Gaddafi out and told us some jamboree stories that we are still living with the consequences till today. And in this dispensation we are living, most Africans are beginning to understand international politics. And the emergence of Ibrahim Traore is making the obvious very clearer, showing that the West need Africa more than Africa need them. This man is proving that Africa has the self-sufficiency Africa needs in order for Africa to reclaim that world power position Africa once had. Since the emergence of Ibrahim Traore, you can see that most African countries are beginning to rise up to ask the West to leave, because most African countries are beginning to understand that the presence of these people in your country don't mean any good for Africa, rather is to the detriment of Africa. You can see that outside the Sahel states that asked them to leave and things are working in these countries, Chad has asked them to leave, Ivory Coast has asked them to leave. You can see that Senegal has equally asked them to leave. Senegal even went as far as going that they don't want to be using funds anymore. The Namibian president has cancelled their visa free. And the emergence of Ibrahim Traore is awakening the conscience of many sleeping leaders, is making the puppet leaders in Africa to start having a rethink. Ibrahim Traore is a treasure that every concerned Africans must protect at all costs. Yes, because he is making it very clearly the assassination attempt in his life has been proving the statistics of 1962 till up to date before our very eyes, that any leaders that rise in Africa to say his people first, put his people first, these people always have a way of taking him out. The assassination attempts in his life in less than 3 years is just proving that. Africans, wake up and protect him at all costs.